r/AskReddit by Reddit. Photographers of Reddit, what is the most outrageous photo shoot request you have received from an Instagram influencer? Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. Enjoy the video. I was selling an old camera on eBay, maybe $50, and someone asked me to send it to him for free so he could review it on his YouTube channel. I'm not the manufacturer of this second-hand camera, just an art student trying to make some money, so I don't know how he thought reviewing my old camera was of any benefit to me. And then it turned out he only had 10 subscribers, so I really don't know what he thought he was doing. You have 10 subscribers, but start your email off with "Hi, I'm name better known as channel name." Somehow have avoided this with my actual photography work, but I still laugh about eBay guy. Beet poop. Some influencer that was promoting betanin in beets as healthy diet. She want me to take images of the color change poop. That this is actually normal in those that can't process the betanin. That week, my DSLR was dropped hard, and now I'm without it. It was a bad week. The strangest thing to me about this is not the fact that she wanted pictures of the poop, but that she wanted someone else to take the pictures. Yuck. Also, sorry about your DSLR. Influencer asked me to shoot, and before I even had the chance to give her my prices, she decided to give me hers. Over $300 for me to shoot with her for 30 minutes. One of her main selling points was she could teach me how to leverage and grow my social media. Girl was 15. Edit to clarify, she was asking me to pay her $300 plus when in reality at a minimum she should be paying me. I don't even charge that much, haha. In fairness, I can kind of see how this entitlement develops. Random fashion companies offer modeling opportunities to girls as young as 14 just because they have 3k followers and post bikini pics, and that combined with general teenage dumbassery leads to a massively inflated ego. Professional here. This isn't really outrageous in terms of what they wanted to do in a photo, but I would say 90% of influencers who contact me try to use tagging as their form of payment. Well, I have 100k followers, so you're guaranteed to get so much work from this, you'd be an idiot to say no. This is word for word what one woman said to me when I politely informed her of my rates. Paying artists an exposure is nothing new, but the level of entitlement I'm seeing these days is off the charts. The only thing I can ever guarantee from these interactions is that they will throw a massive tantrum when I say no, complete with some classic r/nice girls lines like "your stuff isn't even that good, I was trying to do you a favor," etc. One person contacted me saying that she gets paid X amount from companies per post, thus every post she makes using my photographs should count for X amount of dollars paid to me, because like so many people will see it, you will pretty much be famous. A few years back I was in Acadia National Park and we did the Beehive Trail hike. For those unfamiliar, it's basically as close to rock climbing as you can get non-harnessed, as you are going straight up a cliff on iron rungs and stuff. So super fun, and you are rewarded with an amazing view at the top. Most people take a quick snap there at the lip, as most do at the peak of their hike, and then move on to the more rocky area, but less a nice view, to rest. Anyway, while we were there resting, 2 Instagram girls got to the top and promptly took over the best view of the lip to take various yoga poses, because that was totally a natural thing to do after scrambling up a cliff. For at least 10 minutes families were coming up asking if they could take a picture, but they literally said we were here first and we'll be here a while. When asked if they were almost done, we ended up leaving before they were done, but it still boils my blood thinking about it. I would just photobomb all their pictures until they left. I can't stand people like that. Someone asked me to shoot her entire wedding, a full day, an engagement photo shoot underwater. I do underwater photography also, and some honeymoon shots somewhere, all for exposure. I straight up said no, politely, and she kicked off in a patronizing way asking me if she knew who she was and what it would do for my career. She had about 10k less followers than I did, and I don't even do weddings as I had pointed out, so it wasn't even in my best interest, even if she had millions of followers. Oh, and an influencer guy asked me to do a nude photo shoot for him for free. I declined but wished him luck. He then sent a duck pic. I reported him. The influencer with less influence than you, that's Rick. Yup, I don't understand. I have a long /white beard which naturally prompts a lot of jokes about looking like Santa Claus. We spent Christmas in Punta Cana this year, and I have this old Hawaiian shirt with reindeer and Christmas stuff on it. So the afternoon of Christmas Day I went walking down the beach in my Christmas shirt and was instantly surrounded by all these girls in bikinis wanting to take a selfie with Santa Claus. I was game. Seemed like it was all in good fun, and if a bunch of giggling girls want to sit on my lap and take a picture, who am I to complain? But it got obnoxious really quickly. Each one of them wanted 20 shots from different angles, in different poses, with different backgrounds and different light angles. I couldn't figure out what was going on until one of them mentioned how popular this was going to be on Instagram, that she found out what Santa does to rest after Christmas Eve. After that it was just kind of irritating, so I refused to do any more photos, unless a child asked, which just peed the Instagram crowd off, which naturally made it even more irritating. I ended up avoiding the beach and pool area for the rest of the week. I do photography on the side, since I mostly film/video, but I have a friend who has an Instagram account as a side business for fun. I told her I would do a photo shoot for her if she helped me with my resume and cover letter. Although she has tons of companies that give her products to review for free, the photo credit she gave me honestly didn't lead to any followers on my Instagram. So yeah, anyone who wants exposure for crazy work I don't think knows that they actually don't give any exposure. In my case I was the one who brought up the deal, and honestly I would have done it for free to get out of the house because she's my friend. But yeah, that photo credit doesn't do anything in my experience. Not a photographer personally, but a few of my close friends are. My friend we'll call Sarah is a pretty successful photographer for only being college student. About a month ago Sarah and I were meeting up for lunch at our university's food court, and she's fiddling with her cameras prepping them for a big shoot she has that night when this very attractive girl walks over and starts chatting us up. She makes a few minutes of casual conversation mostly inquiring about Sarah's cameras, and then finally asks if she'd be interested in doing a shoot. She immediately throws her pitch, which had to do with modeling some very risque outfits up in the mountains just outside of the city, and then a few photos directly in the center of downtown. Overall the whole pitch was something that bordered very close to being pornographic in nature. Sarah tells the girl her typically rates, and also states that because of the nature of the shoot she'll have to charge extra as it's not something she typically does or is super comfortable with. The girl's face when Sarah mentioned the price went from enthusiastic to very "are you kidding me?" She then butts in and says, "I have over 85k Instagram followers. Do you know the kind of exposure working with me would give you? This is a once in a lifetime chance for you." Sarah responds telling her that she's an in-house photographer for 3 of the city's largest concert venues, works as a photographer for the newspaper, and is a highly recommended wedding photographer on top of it all. "I don't work for free." My favorite line she said during this was, "I work with people much more famous than you on an almost daily basis. I've shot photos for Marilyn Manson, Motley Crue, Shania Twain, Post Malone and a bunch of other musicians that come through, and was paid for all of it. Your exposure isn't worth anything to me." After that the girl got really upset and walked off. I was asked to do a boudoir shoot featuring blood, bondage, and vampires, people biting each other, by a very well-established children's show staff producer back in Toronto. Edit. I wasn't expecting such a huge response so quickly. So in answer to your questions, it was a woman. I didn't do it, as I can't have my name associated with shoots in that field, nude, boudoir, BDSM, because I work with global brands in the food, property, and portraits industry. The risk factor was too high for the pay, and that kind of thing has never been my style, despite being asked many times to do these types of shoots as a female photographer. The show has been around since the mid-90s. It was extremely famous back in the day. That's all I can say. If you're American, there's a good chance you've seen at least one episode. I wish I could name drop, but I haven't been granted permission to do so by the producer, for obvious reasons. Not photography, but I make videos/full productions for major clothing/sports brands. I get a crap load of influencers and models that are dying to be in the videos. One even tracked me down on Tinder after I blocked her on Instagram begging that she would be way better than all the models with a professional portfolio and agency. Did a casting call on Instagram once. Worst mistake ever. There is a huge difference in being an Instagram model / influencer and an actual professional model. Yes, we need to know all your sizes. Yes, all your sizes. I couldn't give a crap about which cup / hip / shoe size you have, but productions needs to know how else are they gonna make clothing that fits you exactly. No, you can't take photos / vlog on set. You're getting paid to model, not to influence. No, you can't post those photos until 6 months after, when the clothing line gets released. Yes, you have to wear winter clothes in summer and summer clothes in winter and shoot for 10 hours a day. Sometimes I believe being a model is even harder than being in the crew. At least I can look like I'm dying after the 3rd day. They still have to look pretty. Thank you for watching Reddit. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more r/AskReddit videos. Share your stories in the comments section below.